Good afternoon, everybody, all the sheep's peeps. I hope you're having a good week. It's Tuesday already. We have our monthly sale tomorrow on Wednesday, the 5th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So I'll start with that because I always forget. Let's see. We are enjoying a few days of nicer weather. It's getting a little smoky again, but it's only in the 60s, which compared to 110, I'll take it. And the sheep are back on their regular schedule. They have their morning sheep parade to go out and have breakfast. They sleep most of the afternoon, and then they're back out in the evening. So life it's quiet. It's just me and the dogs here today, Penny and Louise. Jim's off to karate, so we're here. I figured I better catch up on some stuff. So this is a project share, and I'm going to show you the quote normal one first because the other one is crazy. So this is a little journal. I tried to clean the cover up, but it really didn't want to. So it's kind of, well, and there's that. I made a little bookmarker charm for this one. I hope you can see it. Just has the back of a date book there. And this was a George Barr McCutcheon. And this is a Charlie, wait a minute, what does that say? No, that's Martin Justice is the illustrator of this pretty lady on the front. So this is what I've done. And it is almost 8 by 5. And this, of course, is Harrison Fisher. And I just put some random paper in. I went out on there'll be a video about this too. Jenny and I went out on an estate shop. And we had such a good time. It was down by Tinley Park, Chicago. And it was quite a drive, but oh my goodness, the ladies were so fun. Just so fun. So some of the stuff is paper she made. Her sister had passed, so we were kind of having to look through some of the old things she had. And it was fun. The magazine picture I tried to make look older. And it might have looked prettier before I took the sanding to it. There's a teeny little key. And then this is a pocket. I just pinned this handkerchief together. And this is someone else's printables that I just decorated up. Oops. Come on now. So what have y'all been up to? How's your weather? I hope you're not in the way of the fires or any of the flooding. It's just been so crazy. I can't believe it. This is an old paper she had saved. Something about the railroad track. It's a loan paper. This is a little satin ribbon, the piece of foil marker that would have been on it. This is the contents page from the book. And this is an old poem that was written by someone. And I just backed it on something because it was having some struggles. And then I put on a key and a keyhole casing or whatever you would call that on the middle strings. There's that old, it's a real estate receipt. This is from a gal. I have an old 1900s scrapbook from a gal who went to the SAR in New York. And I've been stealing pieces out of it here and there because they're so much fun. And this, it might not come out. This is just a cabinet card or CDB, whatever you call them. And I did not like the picture. It was scary, so I just put some fussy cuts out, and it says, "Yours ever, Peter Brook." Tucked in there, gold ribbon, holes in it. And this side, there's like the writing there. This is the other side of this for hanky. This is a new home sewing machine. Would have been a advertising card, I think they would say. And this is just a pretty tag. This is some very old paper. This little thing was a corsage. It fell out of a book a while back, a long time ago, but I saved it because I love finding things in books. And just the thought that they're special to someone makes them more special to me too. So I had saved this one, and it did fall apart, so I had to reconstruct it a bit. But then I used packing tape to just hold it down because the sealer I used did not want to keep it from being crumbly. So I added the ribbon, and there it is, a keepsake. Another Harrison Fisher. And this, I believe, is French or Latin. And don't ask me how I could confuse those two, because I don't know. But it's really, really old paper. And this is a principle. This is from a page in a book, and I got out my watercolor pencils and did a little destruction my way. This is an article about music from 1858, the Italian Opera House. And this is a little picture of a cute little boy that I did some very rustic sewing on, and I just have it backed with something there. Hide my stitching. This is the Mazamani Union Free High School, 1924 commencement. So this is the invitation and such, and just some random paper. Oh, but this paper is the coolest, isn't it? It's from a hymnal, and this one was from 1888. I hope that's when the seal with the kiss got put on it, but this is just a sheep. I did the sewing on this old quilt piece that was falling apart, and the little charm there. And this is a patty print. And let's see here. Some more of the gal's handmade paper. That is from the book, so it is I have new glasses, I can't read. It's whoever I said the one on the cover was from. So that was in the book. This is just a cute piece of music I flipped in here. Number receipt. It was a very old, I would guess, Civil War era picture. And it does say Harry on the back behind the cello, so that must be Harry. Then I just made some more journal tags and writing spots. Oh, that's part of the pocket. This is from the book. Anderson Crow Detective, all kinds of cases taken and satisfaction guaranteed. Birth mysteries, a specialty. I thought it was kind of neat since it was from the book. So that is this one. I've been kind of off and on working because I get really discouraged with the organizational activity in my office. I know it needs to be done, and I'm sure you guys are so sick of hearing about it. But it's still going on. It's going to be a while because I'm going through everything. So there will be some fun things at sales coming up. Tomorrow there will be some really cool stuff. I'm not going to even show it here. So I hope you can pop in. So that is a pretty girl. And this is probably the weirdest one I've ever done, but I love it. So we will see if someone else loves it as much as I do. Otherwise, it might be on my shelf for a bit. So I call it a flip-flop book. I do not know what it is supposed to be called. So there's a charm and one of the tiniest keys I've ever seen on here. And there's some very old lace in this back book cover. I really wanted it to be the front, but I couldn't make it work. This is a coaster that I put an old picture on, and the horseshoe is chipboard. I may have to replace those things there. This is also a little key, and it's on a hook, so you could take it off. And that says dream. So the first part of this book, and overall this one is almost a foot by the widest parts, about 7-ish, somewhere in there. And then this, I don't know where this came from. It's just a piece of metal with numbers embossed in it. So this is the first little section. That is the real picture. She's such a cute peanut. And I used an old tack to put this on, and it ended up I couldn't snip the end of it, so nobody gets impaled on it. I put a bead there to make it look like a tack. And that's a printable. That is Arabic. This page is just like that. It's nothing fancy. It's just got a few cards in it. And I love this. Came out of one of the books that I put it in the book. Came across it, so I put that in. Little music. I made a bunch of tape. This is another one of those smooches. And I put this little charm here I made, and then it says Love Ruby. This is just pretty. I thought it was pretty. And here's those two charms you can see from the front. I did not make this one. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Let me get a drink. It was here in my stash. So if you sent it to me, thank you. Whomever, I did not write the name down. Excuse me. This is a copy of an application for Wells Fargo. I don't remember if it's very old or not. It's a little French. And this is upside down music because this wouldn't be one of my journals unless something was backwards or upside down. And this is an old bleach linen ad from a magazine or a newspaper, 1892. And then the second part starts here. I had so much fun with this. The whole thing that started this was this broken picture of the kids at their school. So I don't know. That's where all of this crazy started. This is some of the crazy quilt on a quilt piece in my stash and some little things in the pocket. Very old music. So there's room for writing or artwork. I did that sewing when my machine decided to agree with me. This is 1896, a German book. This is a calling card. I kind of doctored it up a little. Oops. Some music. And some more of the handmade paper from the gal at the estate sale. This is one of Patty's prints. Patty at Sacred Mementos. And I had this old, my words, I should do these videos early in the morning because by this time in the afternoon, I'm kind of a dunce. Cabinet card. There was no picture on it. So I added her after I did some sewing, and I kind of put a little color in with my watercolor pencils. And this is a postcard. And the back on this one is just plain book guts. My grandpa was a watch designer for Elgin Watch Factory his whole career, so I thought it was kind of fun to come in to find a few of those around. I love this page. This is German. I don't remember what the name of the book was. It was one where you got pretty pictures and sayings. Okay, now we go this way. We go this way. And we have these beautiful people. And more paper. There are a few things like this that don't have things in them yet. That will have some goodies in. This is from Pearson's Magazine, 1860, I believe. 1865. French. Ledger. Music. And then this is just, I glued this on here to have a little tuck spot. So then this comes over here. And that's an old greeting card that I snagged for that. This is a Season's Greetings little card. It's just kind of neat. It's German advertisement. It's a postcard. I don't know how old. And then here's the other half of the picture. I couldn't figure out a good way. Hey, Penny, stop it. Chewing on her toenails. Some paper that Bridget dyed for me. And then here's a cigar clip, metal clip. And I don't know, I've been doing a lot of little silly sewing. I thought she was pretty. This is some more Arabic. This is 1819 almanac. This also needs something in it. It's old for film. You would send your film in these little envelopes to have them developed through the mail. Another calling card. This is the actual what was on the cover of this one. And some real ballroom tickets. Book guts, lots and lots of book guts. And then this flips this way. There's the charms on that. This envelope is from 1916, and I just loved it the way it was. So I just backed it on the picture. There's your sheep. It's a pocket. French. I think this is a patty print. I think. This, I have to look on the other side of it to see the date, but I didn't put much ledger in this, I guess. I got all happy with all the other things I had sitting here. And this will need a surprise inside. I haven't done that, obviously. And this is just a couple of beads that are on the strings, which you could cut off if you wanted to. And this is a voucher file envelope that I really had to rescue. Ledger, and then there's some things inside here. I'm not going to show you all of it. Somebody has to have surprises, right? Here, this is from 1873, I think that says. Part of a book. There's lots of parts of books everywhere. And this is from a scrapbook from a college gal, 1926. And I just thought that was really pretty with the writing and everything, so I added it in. This, I'm not sure if it's real. I don't know. It's also out of the same scrapbook. And it's from 1901, Coronation of Edward VII. I don't know. This college was an English or a British beginning, so I don't know if that was real or not. But the girl seemed to have she flew in the high society realms. This little piece of scrap is for my great Aunt Eva's stash. And then I just hung I made those. And then there needs to be more cool paper in here, which there will be. And I just thought this little guy was so cute. I think it's a guy. It could be a girl. I don't know. But very cute and fit the bill here. Some old lace. And there's the back. So now you have seen what I think are probably the two very different styles of journal. So tell me what you have all been up to. My next project, which I have to start this week, is a guest book for my dad's 90th birthday party, which is the week of the 23rd. So you know me, last minute, I must work better that way, right? And other than that, Jim is still on the search for jobs, and as I already mentioned 1,000 times, I'm cleaning my office. So lots of books. There's going to be lots of fun paper packs coming over the next 3 sales, and I hope you'll stop by. I hope everything is well. I'm going to call this one a video, and I've got a few things to go through from the estate sale. So I will be back. Have a good day. Stay safe from the weather, and hug your family. Talk to you soon, everyone. Smooches from the sheep.